Existence is a constant ebb and flow of experiences, a journey filled with challenges, moments of overcoming, and achievements. This journey represents an unceasing struggle between our inner virtues and weaknesses. While we all yearn to forge a life of meaning and resilience in the face of adversity, we encounter certain habits along the way that sometimes act as obstacles to reaching our full potential. In this journey of transformation, we will explore 8 of these weakening habits and discover how to overcome them by employing the fundamental principles of Stoicism. If this is your first time on my channel, it would be great if you help me by subscribing and liking the video so I can continue creating more content like this in the future. Stoicism, an ancient philosophy founded by Zeno of Citium in the early 3rd century BC, offers timeless wisdom that can guide us through the complexities of contemporary life. This school of thought instructs us to direct our attention toward what we can control, fostering virtues such as wisdom, courage, and self-discipline, while also teaching us to gracefully and resiliently accept life's inevitable challenges. As we delve into the study of these 8 habits, it is crucial to remember that self-awareness is the first step on the path to personal transformation. Recognizing and owning these ingrained patterns within us allows us to begin the process of replacing them with Stoic precepts. This change empowers us to lead a life marked by strength, purpose, and inner serenity. Habit number 1. Avoiding challenges. If you want to improve, you must be willing to let others think you're foolish and ignorant. Avoiding challenges and staying in your comfort zone is a habit that weakens your development and potential. It prevents you from developing patience, courage, and adaptability to new situations. Stoic philosophy teaches us to face discomfort and difficulties as opportunities for self-improvement. Epictetus believed that personal growth and self-mastery often come from facing challenges and pushing beyond our boundaries. Facing the avoidance of challenges is considered important for personal development. Stoics believe that by voluntarily confronting difficult situations, we develop patience, improve our morality, and gain a deeper understanding of ourselves and the world around us. In modern society, people often seek comfort and avoid any form of discomfort. We tend to choose the easiest path, preferring convenience and immediate gratification. While this may provide temporary relief, it can hinder long-term development and prevent us from reaching our full potential. By avoiding challenges, we miss valuable opportunities to grow and explore ourselves. Stoic philosophy teaches that true strength lies in the ability to face difficulties directly and with patience. It is through these challenges that we learn important lessons, develop patience, and strengthen virtues like courage, perseverance, and resilience. It's important to note that seeking discomfort doesn't mean seeking unnecessary suffering. Stoic philosophy doesn't advocate for causing unnecessary pain, but rather facing challenges with a calm and rational mind. It's about shifting our perspective and understanding that discomfort is a necessary part of life that can lead to growth and personal improvement. Habit number 2. Procrastination of time. Procrastination is a habit that affects many of us. It involves postponing tasks and responsibilities, which weakens our determination, blocks our progress, and at the end of the day, steals valuable time that could be used for personal growth and meaningful goals. To address this tendency, the concept of carpe diem, or seizing the day, has historically been used. In Stoicism, there is an emphasis on fully living in the present moment. Procrastination, on the other hand, is rooted in anxiety about the future or the discomfort associated with the present task. To overcome this habit, it is vital to adopt a Stoic mindset that reminds us that the only time we truly have control over is the present. Epictetus, a Stoic philosopher, advised us to focus on what is within our control and let go of what isn't. Procrastination often arises when we become fixated on possible outcomes or the difficulties of a task rather than simply taking action. By embracing the Stoic principle of focusing on the process instead of the outcome, we can break free from the cycle of procrastination. Starting with small, achievable goals and maintaining steady perseverance towards them is crucial in overcoming procrastination. Sometimes we encounter discomfort and doubt in the present moment, but it is precisely in these challenges that we find the space to grow and develop the strength necessary to handle more complex tasks in the future. It is essential to recognize that time is an incredibly limited and valuable resource. Each day that we choose to postpone our responsibilities or goals is a day that is irretrievably lost. Facing tasks, even when they are uncomfortable or challenging, and making progress is key to maximizing the time we have available. Habit number 3, negative self-talk. Negative self-talk is a habit that deeply impacts our self-esteem and overall well-being. Marcus Aurelius, a renowned philosopher and Roman emperor, highlighted the direct influence that our thoughts have on the quality of our lives. When this internal dialogue is filled with negativity, it can undermine our self-confidence and act as a barrier to reaching our true potential. In Stoicism, we are encouraged to take control of our thoughts and replace negativity with rationality and self-compassion. Marcus Aurelius emphasized the crucial importance of monitoring and regulating our internal dialogue. He firmly believed that our interpretation of the world and our experiences are shaped by our innermost thoughts. The first step in achieving this is to observe our thoughts objectively, freeing them from critical judgment. Identifying self-criticism or doubts and challenging these thoughts with logic and rationality becomes a key practice. It's essential to question whether these thoughts are based on concrete evidence or are simply the result of emotions like fear or insecurity. Negative self-talk can manifest in various ways, from excessive self-criticism to anticipating negative outcomes or downplaying personal achievements. These thought patterns can hinder our progress, erode our self-esteem, and limit our ability to face challenges. Stoicism invites us to embrace self-compassion, treating ourselves with understanding and kindness, much like we would treat a friend in a difficult situation. Instead of falling into harsh self-criticism, we are encouraged to focus on what we can learn from our experiences and how we can improve. Habit number 4, inability to deal with negative emotions. Stoic philosophy teaches us about the importance of reason and not letting emotions dictate our actions. However, when we succumb to negative emotions like anger, envy, or fear, we lose the ability to maintain composure and act virtuously. Negative emotions overpower reason and cloud our judgment. When anger takes control, we often react impulsively, saying or doing things we later regret. Envy can make us resentful and bitter, damaging our relationships. Fear can paralyze us, preventing us from taking necessary risks or facing challenges. These emotions not only hinder our ability to make sound decisions, but also impede our progress in developing virtues like patience, kindness, and self-control. In Stoic philosophy, emotions are considered impressions that arise from our evaluation of the world. Stoics believe we have control over our evaluations, and therefore, over our emotions. One of the key concepts in Stoicism is apatheia, often misunderstood as complete detachment from emotions. However, it is not about suppressing or rejecting emotions, but about developing emotional resilience and maintaining inner calm when facing difficult situations. Overcoming the habit of giving in to negative emotions requires cultivating mindfulness, questioning our evaluations, practicing self-reflection, and in moments of anger or resentment, seeking virtue instead of revenge. It is also crucial to embrace serenity and accept what we cannot control, focusing on what lies within our sphere of control. Habit number 5, indulgence in excessive materialism. This habit refers to an excessive attachment to material possessions. In Stoic philosophy, internal virtues are valued above material possessions. However, when we become overly obsessed with material things, we risk losing sight of what truly matters and finding lasting fulfillment. In today's society, where consumerism prevails, it's easy to fall into the endless pursuit of material goods. We often think that having many possessions will bring us happiness and fulfillment. However, Stoic philosophy reminds us that external things are fleeting and ultimately beyond our control. They can be lost, stolen, or destroyed, and depending on them for happiness leaves us vulnerable to disappointment. When we associate our personal worth and happiness with material possessions, we perpetuate a desire to constantly acquire more. Seneca, a renowned Stoic philosopher, emphasized the importance of distinguishing between wants and needs. Excessive materialism stems from the insatiable desire for more, under the mistaken belief that possession brings lasting happiness. To overcome this habit, Stoic philosophy encourages us to practice detachment and gratitude. It teaches us to appreciate what we already have and to focus on developing internal virtues like wisdom, courage, and equanimity. These virtues are within our control and can provide deeper and longer-lasting satisfaction than material possessions. Additionally, excessive attachment to materialism can generate feelings of insecurity and anxiety. To overcome this habit, it's essential to develop a healthy relationship with material things, practice minimalism, and focus on what truly matters. Habit number 6, seeking external validation. Seeking external validation can significantly weaken our adherence to the principles of Stoic philosophy. This school of thought teaches us to focus on internal virtues, rather than depending on the acceptance of others. Relying too much on external approval can make us fragile, as we base our self-esteem on the opinions and recognition of others. In today's society, especially with the prominence of social media, the constant pursuit of external validation has become very common. We often evaluate our worth and happiness based on the number of likes, comments, and followers we receive on these platforms. This constant need for acceptance can erode our self-esteem, especially when we tie it to the opinions of others. However, Stoic philosophy reminds us that true happiness and fulfillment come from within. Stoic philosophers emphasize the importance of developing internal virtues like wisdom, courage, justice, and self-control. These qualities do not depend on external approval or recognition, but are characteristics that we can cultivate and nurture regardless of external circumstances. To overcome this habit, it is crucial to recognize that seeking external approval is fleeting and largely beyond our control. Other people's opinions can change, and seeking their approval becomes an endless goal. Instead, we must focus on developing internal virtues and aligning our actions with Stoic principles. It is essential to practice self-awareness and self-acceptance. We should be mindful of our thoughts and emotions when seeking external validation. Question why we need that approval, and reflect on whether it is truly aligned with our values and goals. Our worth is not determined by others' opinions, but by our character and actions. Habit number 7, ignoring the well-being of others. Ignoring the well-being of others can weaken our practice of Stoic philosophy. This school of thought teaches us that we are all part of a broader community and have a responsibility to care about the well-being of others. Neglecting the needs and suffering of others not only reduces our empathy, but also weakens our moral virtue, making it difficult to develop our ethical qualities. Stoic philosophy teaches us to seek harmony with nature and to cultivate virtues like wisdom, justice, courage, and moderation. Among these virtues, benevolence or goodwill toward others is fundamental. When we ignore the well-being of others, we break this principle and disconnect from shared humanity, becoming insensitive to the suffering of those around us. Furthermore, ignoring the well-being of others fosters a selfish mindset that hinders our personal growth. According to the Stoics, true happiness and fulfillment come from living according to virtue, aligning our actions with reason and ethics. Overlooking the well-being of others pulls us away from this truth and traps us in a cycle of selfishness and self-interest. To overcome this habit, it is essential to cultivate empathy and goodwill toward others. By showing kindness and concern for others' well-being, we not only strengthen our connection to Stoic principles, but also contribute to a more compassionate and harmonious society. Small acts of kindness and generosity can make a significant impact, both in the lives of others and in our own personal development. Habit number 8, dwelling on past mistakes. Dwelling on past mistakes is a pattern that can significantly undermine our practice of Stoic philosophy. This philosophy encourages us to stay rooted in the present, accept what has happened, and learn from our mistakes, rather than becoming trapped in constant reflections on the past. However, many of us tend to fall into cycles of regret, guilt, and self-criticism. Focusing on past errors not only deprives us of peace and fulfillment, but also prevents us from fully enjoying the present and making positive changes. One of the core principles of Stoicism is recognizing that we cannot change the past. As Epictetus pointed out, what truly disturbs us is not external events themselves, but our perceptions of those events. This insight highlights the crucial role of our thoughts in how we experience the world. To overcome this habit, it is essential to practice forgiveness and self-compassion. We all make mistakes, and they are part of the growth and learning process. Instead of punishing ourselves for past errors, we should accept them and extract the lessons they offer. Every mistake is an opportunity for growth and self-improvement. A powerful technique to break the habit of dwelling on the past is practicing mindfulness. This involves focusing on the present moment without judgment. By directing our attention to the here and now, we can free ourselves from repetitive thoughts and past regrets and fully engage in the current experience. Finally, developing a habit of gratitude can also help shift our perspective. By focusing on what we have in the present and the lessons we've learned, we can redirect our energy toward progress and personal growth instead of remaining bound by the chains of regret. If you found value in this video, give it a thumbs up, hit subscribe, and drop a comment to let YouTube know that this content is making a difference for people like you. Your engagement helps us keep creating more powerful videos just like this, so together we can continue growing and learning. Thanks for being part of the journey. See you soon.